Welcome to Data Popcorn, a bite-sized knowledge 2026. It's really a pleasure to be part of such a wonderful event. Thank you to all organizers and volunteers and attendees. Yeah, I am Jean-Joseph. Let's go straight to the point. The goal is, for example, walk you through a brief introductions into Spark SQL. That's the goal. Consider if you come from SQL and you want now to bring your SQL background into Apache Spark. What can you do? We have two files here. We have a Teams customer and we have a fact transaction table. And then we're creating a temporary table in order for us to bring our SQL background. Okay, those are CSV files. So here's the thing. That's what you need to understand before you have to think of bringing your SQL background into Apache Spark. It is ideal to understand what are available from SQL. What can we do? We can perform aggregations, right? On the aggregations, this could be sum, average, and so on. You get the point. This is just 5 minutes, right? I can come back, import the SQL functions, right? And then remove all internal functions and then search by keyword. So what I'm seeing here is array map, okay, and dates, right? So now I can type dates. I can add explore and then filter based on that, then display that output. I can see now I have the current date. I have explored, right? Now we know exploit is there. Consider if you would like to get more insight on how to use it, we can rely on describe. Describe gives you insight about what the functions is. Take a look. This is the functions. This is the class of the functions. And also that's the usage, right? So that's great. What if you need examples? Because we are hands-on people. Anything related to examples, you're going to have to rely on describe along with extended. So now I can click here. When I click here, what I want you to understand, it gives you an example. So that's going to be your output. That's another example. That's going to be your output and so on. So now we know, for example, how to look for a given function. And also, how can we get insight to know what the function is all about and also get examples. What is normally confusing based on my consulting experience is that it's hard for professional that come from a traditional SQL to understand Spark environment. So anytime when you think of flattened rows, you have to think of next state objects. Anything regarding to scalar, colon, think of array, map, and struct. Each one of them have their own purpose. And remember, within traditional SQL, you have a predefined schema, whereas on the Apache Spark SQL, it is evolving schema. And you also have to take consideration in terms of the journey, right? So let's focus because this is the beginner level. Consider for the scalar, 80% of the time, this is we normally work on a specific colons, right? So what happens if an application wants you to return that data in terms of a JSON, okay, related context? So this is where stroke comes in, right? So in terms of scalar, it's hard for us to know when to choose one versus other. I won't read this, but this is being recorded. Feel free to start the recording and go over the difference. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I know there is describe and extended. That's true. So all I can do is describe it. Now get some example and start using it. So now if I need, remember, the front-end applications require that data to have a customer profile. That's what we are building here. I'm using struct, have region, CRN, the date they sign up. If you're looking at that information now is available for each customer, I can click on that customer. I can go, keep going. And if you're looking at, we have regions, right? And then if you're looking at, we have a sign up and we have tier, as you can see here. So this is what struct allow you to do. It's allow you to group all related customer attributes, right? So what happened, for example, if we want to have multiple value in terms of colon, so this is where array comes in. So now if you pay close attention, we are building a customer segmentations. We rely on array. That's the region, that's the tier. This is the table. And you can see that information come here. I can click on it if I want to see the information. You can clearly see it is also a key value.